it'd be a battle of the backcourts, and you know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Rozier on the wing along with Hayward. Then there's Washington. Then it's Ball, and it's Richards in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Hayward outside. Ball against Morant. Hayward on the wing. His three-pointer's off the mark. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. To the wing on the left. Brooks, the pass to Bane. 6 to shoot. And Morant throws it down.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
Well, Smitty, after his sensational rookie season, I think people knew that Ja Morant had an unlimited ceiling.
Kevin, now we know it's not just high, it's through the roof. Ja was Rookie of the Year, and he keeps upping his game. We could, Kevin, be looking at an all-time great.
So it's the Hornets now, following the score by Memphis. Rozier with the ball, guarded now by Jackson.
Some scouts were surprised when Jackson's wingspan was measured over 7'5". That's a huge number, especially when you talk about contesting shots.
Here's Morant, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Gordon Hayward.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Memphis shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That one misses.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Wow. Now that's having a highlight reel in your mind, but in reality, it didn't work.
That three off the mark. Grizzlies have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Morant.
Oh. Oh, here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rim. And that's life above the rim, courtesy of our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Hayward. The shot by Washington, and he's wide open. The basket good off the assist from Hayward.
This is the patience we talk about. Hayward waiting that extra half second, finds the open man.
Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
Here's McGowan's. Charlotte moving the ball around. Smith outside. Let's go. They grab their own miss. Williams. Off target at the rim. Last outing for Memphis, they won that game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford gave me a few minutes before the game. Now, they are 0-2 so far against this team this season. I asked him what they have to do to flip the script. He said, well, at the end of the day, it comes down to putting points on the board. We have to be more effective against their shot blockers. Maybe it's crashing the glass. Maybe it's better looks on the perimeter, but we have to figure it out. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, thank you. We'll see if they can execute Greg well enough to beat the good defense.
Yeah, and it's about identifying the right matchup. You almost always have an advantage somewhere on the floor.
You can bet they've been doing a lot of scouting, really getting a chance to prepare for this game. This should be an interesting game of adjustments.
Book night, he's checked in for Charlotte.
Using his height and length